tossed around. And after about 2 minutes and 45 seconds, the other guy gets him down, chokes him out, and you can see him right here tapping out. But I guess Jesus isn't with him that night because he loses that fight. This time, I guess he decides that he really likes the spotlight, because that is when he gets into acting. Like, he goes out and he works hard and he auditions and he eventually lands a small role in an episode of a TV show called Reasonable Doubts. Pretty cool. And right after that, he lands a role in a B movie starring Dolph Lundgren.
Try and stop me!
Escape! Not now!
Settle down!
My guiding stars!
Illusion shattered! Burn it down!
Bow your head!
Light of the blazing sun! No more mistakes!
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Silence! The tide is beckoning.
Light it up!
The night is cold. Stars, shine.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally yours now.
Rev the engines! Try and stop me!
So police question him, and Joe-san, he denies doing anything. He certainly haven't told them.
Something to add to my collection.
He generally does have. Somewhat like an older version of the composite drawing they got from back in the day. And that guy is this guy, Santiago. And so they bring Santiago in and they question him, doesn't admit to anything either. Then they get a DNA sample. His DNA matches the DNA that collected from the crime scene back in 1990. And so, they arrest him, just his function. Santiago eventually caves and he ends up confessing to the crime, which then really screws Joe-san over because it's him as well. Regardless, Joe-san is found guilty and he's sentenced to prison time. And while he's in prison, he ends up unaliving his cellmate, resulting in sentence him to more time. Now he's serving 34 years to life. While Santiago gets 17 years in prison. And after having waited almost 20 years to find these guys, Shelly finally gets the justice she deserves. So this billionaire reality TV star is about to find his
I go fuck cuz.
Try and stop me! Rev the engines!
This guy is not listening. Audiences consider picking one of the so Megan picks the other guys and she sends Ryan home. And that sucks for him because he really wanted to win. So he's all bummed out that he got booted off the show. So to make himself feel better, he goes out to a club in Las Vegas. And that is where he meets this woman, Jasmine. Jasmine's to age.
Try and stop me!
She's got a lot going on, and Ryan thinks she is fine. All about how much she wanted to be. Literally, 2 days later, Ryan and Jasmine get married. Yikes. And I guess to rub it in, he has to make sure they get
Full throttle!
relationship seems to be here's the thing about Ryan is apparently
Try and stop me!
has is actually his
Burn it down! There is no escape!
My guiding stars!
Season gets
by yourself, Lauma. Where's Yehoda?
He's like texting her and he's blowing up her phone with a bunch of
I haven't seen her.
Seriously? Don't tell Paimon she's ditched us on our first mission together.
I don't believe so. Nefer and I have our differences, but that shouldn't interfere with our shared objective. Recovering the relic is my duty. But as far as she's concerned, there's plenty to gain here too. In Nodcry, it's common knowledge that the Curatorium has a nose for profit and opportunity. The same way aphids...
Huh. Sounds like you know her pretty well. Still, Yehoda sure is
I believe we may have misjudged and...
Huh? What do you...
As a former employee of the Curatorium, I'm confident that she possesses both professionalism...
Huh? Ah! What was that noise?
The sound of a wavering conscience, perhaps?
Ah! Whoa! Something just fell down. Hello. What kind of an entrance is that? Wait. Yeah. Darn it. How did Jane Doe even notice me up there? I can't believe I'd only realized I'd run out of smoke bombs this morning. What if something goes wrong inside? How am I... Thought I could just hang back and wait for the clients to get cold feet. But nope. Turns out they're all completely fearless. Don't they know how scary the Fatui... Really sorry, everyone. Truth is, just as I was heading out this morning, I discovered I'd run out of a super important, completely essential, absolutely indispensable piece of equipment.
So now he's got this money and his wife is gonna be
So, what are we gonna... Well, as plan A is, we take a detour to Nasha Town to restock. Though plan B is, we call it quits right here. Disband the team and I'll go home. My place is only like a 10-minute walk. Personally, I vote plan B. Bada bing, bada boom. Maximum efficiency, minimal effort. Don't try to solve your problems by running away. Not a fan of either? Then I guess our only option is to fall back on plan G. Why didn't you just tell us that was an option? Come on, that would have totally ruined the surprise. Boss pulls this trick all the time, and it's always the clueless ones who end up praising her to the skies. Feels like you just threw shade at a whole lot of people.
I have faith in your professionalism, Yehoda. You don't need those flashy tricks.
Huh. This Jane Doe sure has an eye for talent. Speaking of which... You really mean that, Jane?
I do.
I'll tell you what. It's not every day you get to work alongside such considerate clients. Plan J is this. We find our way in through the freight access. It's tucked away from view, and security's lighter at night. I've prepared some special if we want this to go without a hitch. We'll need to work together at... Now that finally sounds like a... Hey! You sang... You... Ugh. Never mind. All right. The goal of infiltrating the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau is to locate and...
We also need to figure out why they built the facility in the first place. I'm worried that they've set their sights on the ancient...
Well, now that we've got a plan, time to... Everyone ready? Yeah? All right then.
There, the two decide to take a trip over to some charity poker tournament. And so they travel to San Diego, and they get there, and they're in their hotel. And this is where shit gets done. Because allegedly, Jasmine...
Go! But make sure you stick to the side.
Marriage, she's essentially trying, and allegedly she had been texting. And so Ryan finds all this out.
Just as I thought. There's a gate controlling access from the outside. Well, technically, I stole it. But no need to tell them that, right? Blame that chump who thought it was a good idea to get wasted at the flagship during work hours. Ooh, is it top level clear? Of course, that goes without saying. Fatui experimental design. That doesn't sound very top level to Never underestimate interns. Even the most legendary of. Besides, if it wasn't for this person's selfless generosity, we wouldn't. Feels like you're trying really hard to change. Allow me to teach you the first rule of treasure hunting. First and foremost, use every I get it now. It's like a pair of light bulbs just lit up in my head. What did you just get? The blue light, aka Plan A, is the red light, aka Plan B, although... Can't you just put them in sleep mode? Hey, I told you, I'm just a maintenance intern. Give the new recruits some time and space to blossom. We're still pretty close to the entrance. Surely they'll call the whole thing off once they see what these bots can do. Anyway, I say we go with Plan B. Either way, I won't be doing any of the fighting, so the shorter route sounds good to me.
If we can avoid fighting at this stage, we should.
Plan J is to call it a night so we can all make it back to bed before sunrise. After all, the deeper we go, the more dangerous this is gonna get. Okay, just don't forget, whatever you do, don't... Let's see... no kidding. Nefa told me about something like this before. All you gotta do is... this. That way, when it's time to move forward, the path will be clear. Which reminds me, it's about time I taught you the third rule of treasure hunting. Go with the flow. What about the second one? You skipped that one. Huh? Did I? Oh geez, must have got... I mean, the second rule is exactly the... Guess that's what you meant by going with the flow, huh?
Poor lost lamb.
Wait, is this really the route we're going with? Well, too late to turn back now.
Leave this place. brave trap. Leave this.
Water jet!
Branch into song. Forest, protect.
Wipe out!
By the frost moon of old.
Go!
Yeah.
Go!
He spends a lot of it. He's gonna make himself look rich and successful.
Leave this.
Yeah! What? Water jet!
For the everlasting forest. Lush as the moonlight.
And that's all great for Jay that his videos are doing well. Eventually, some of those people, his investment company, they come asking for their money. He doesn't have it. So he starts taking money from new investors to pay off old investors. This is where he gets into a Ponzi scheme. And this Ponzi scheme actually works for a while. But pretty quickly, Jay runs up his tab so high that it just isn't enough anymore. So he comes up
There's someone up ahead.
another, even douchier plan to con more money from his followers. One day he gets on social media and he offers to
Has the
buy out
lockdown been
his
initiated?
followers' Bitcoin.
Move it, soldier! The cargo has already been transferred.
The lockdown procedure is complete, Commander.
Explaining exactly
The night shift. Just our luck. Don't they usually handle deliveries during the daytime? We've come this far already, and they're really trying their best. If I suggest backing out again, it's not...
built on lies. They don't have to make sense. Anyway, a lot of people give him their Bitcoin and expect his cash in return. But when it comes
Got
time
it.
to pay them,
The freight shaft to the upper levels. We might have a shot there.
he sends screenshots of confirmation that he did.
Let me see.
Unfortunately, the
Huh?
confirmations
The recon bot in the middle's not responding? Stay calm. Stay calm. One step at a time.
At this point, due to his scandals, other members of the Muslim $8 million. And the crazy thing is, people love him so much because he's constantly making videos of himself handing out cash to strangers. So most people don't suspect that he would ever do something shady. 110. Here's the thing. Only not paid.
All set. Let's head down this way.
Start to get pissed off. Eventually, rumors start to swirl online that Jay is just another internet monster who's out. Around this time, authorities start reporting him. So, boom, feds and IRS start investigating him. And it gets so much worse. Because around 2021, Jay was in a scam. His account posts in Ash's Jay every single day. He calls out a ton of his scams. This guy started Judge 29 was 6 years. Apparently he didn't start his account until Jay thinks he did. So Jay gets involved. He's just like, hey, do you want to be starts driving. Like they're trying to kidnap Uncle over an Instagram troll account. So it's some slows down in a left turn. Uncle like, yeah, all this, and bam, he jumps out of the car. Swerves to Uncle. Jay and the goons, they get out and they start chasing. Then Uncle sees an alleyway. He goes down and like, damn, it's a dead end. So he sees a staircase up the side of the building. So he runs straight up it. Again, he's at the end. He's now standing on about one to two meters. In on him, and so he jumps down two stories. He sprains his neck. First, the goons catch up to him
What the?
standing back of the car, and they speed. Then they drive him somewhere, in some basement, and they strip all of his clothes off of him, so now he's completely naked. Threatening Amjad, and they're like telling him to access the Instagram page and delete it. And naked Amjad is like, I don't have access to the account, it's not my account. Anyway, they beat him up some more, and they don't get anything out of him. Eventually, of course, he goes right to the
Guns
police.
on the nice side.
2 days later, Cam is arrested. And so now he's charged with kidnapping and assault. But while he's there in jail, they go ahead and they charge him with all those other scams. But then in a weird twist, Jay's wife, because I guess Jay is married, she offers Amjad $200,000 to change his story and tell police that Jay didn't actually kidnap him. And the craziest part is Amjad, he says, I texted him and he agrees to change his story about the kidnapping.
Right.
So then, they arrest Jay's wife. And they arrest Amjad. Here's his mugshot, and here's Jay's wife's mugshot. And I couldn't actually find any information on their convictions, however, Jay actually does.
Hey! Another control terminal!
He gets 7 years in prison.
What's that?
This guy is
Okay, I